Only boy in the world, only boy in the world. His head is a white room with no windows or doors. Everything he touches goes rogue. Lovers turn haters, friends say no more. Sitting in a corner asking, why is this my experience? No answers. Silence from the sky, superiors, hands folded across his knees, he cries. Why does everyone he loves either leaves or dies? Using all his might, he pushes past the idea that this is his plight. Living life in the fight or flight is no fun. When he is released from his own thoughts, he runs. Frolicking amongst the mirages used by ghouls and goblins, consumed by monsters and nonsense, he realizes reciprocation doesn't exist. Defeated and depleted, he goes back inside, confused about life. How could he focus on God when he's been dealing with demons his whole life? From the ones who crept in his room at night to the vampires that were strong enough to withstand his natural light. Why is there darkness around connection? Constantly redirected, he's had enough of people playing in his face like disrespect is a game. Until he wants to play too, then the antics aren't cool. When the joke is on them, he laughs alone. Being his own entertainment because life says to him in layman's, we don't want you. He smiles to keep from crying while slowly dying inside. This new era is terrifying. Is anyone out there not manipulative or a narcissist? He wouldn't believe them even if they tried. His bonds have brought him more transgressions than peace. He lost his voice giving advice to people who just wanted to beef when he advised them properly. Maybe the white room isn't so bad after all. It's better than constantly tripping and falling, having to take accountability for having the solution while being labeled the problem. He's sick of virtual relationships. Everyone wanting him to return to his home state like transportation don't run both ways. Just wait, it will happen. Then it never does. Why crave sisters and brothers so they can disappoint him? Making everything and everyone a priority but him, even his own flesh and blood. He doesn't say a word. Every day gets more lonely. The idea of being under dirt sounds more homey. At least he'll be beneficial to the ecosystem by becoming food for the worms and maggots to do what they're supposed to do. That sounds less gruesome than trying to sit amongst humans that make no space for him. They love his energy, his words, his cooking. That's great for them. What does he get out of this situation? He's tried to dull his own greatness because they say he's so good at everything. But being skilled nowadays either makes him a show-off or competition every day of his life. Why can't we all be great without him being criticized? For being dedicated, jealousy stripping all of life's colors away. This is insane. He's tried to pray all this away, do a million different things so he could find someone to stay for him. And him alone be enough. No, he doesn't want a savior. Just someone he can intimately trust that cares enough to listen. A being that brings him pleasure and wisdom without ill intent nor unrealistic desire. His exact equal that wants to take them higher. Family and friends once sounded good, but those two roles have shown him he's replaceable. Nowadays, he wants a love of his own to be his staple. Part of him knows it's just a silly dream or unrealistic fantasy. When you're the only boy in the world, no one knows how your heart yearns for these things. Quietly, desire he says nothing. Yet he sits in his white room and has this personal discussion.